Hey, how's it going? This is Rob from Justin's Toys, and today I'm gonna introduce you to the Finger Loom. The Finger Loom is a new loom created by Choon's Design, the original creators of the Rainbow Loom. And the reason why it's called the Finger Loom is because you don't use a hook, but you use your fingers. Now, a quick comparison next to the Monster Tail, it's only 4 pegs. And the gap is a lot bigger than the Monster Tail gap for 4 pegs. But that's not a bad thing, because what I found is that when you're making bracelets on it, it makes it more difficult for the order to get tangled, meaning that bands are overlapping improperly. So for first time users, this is an absolute must. I'd say it's 100 times easier than using a loom. And also, kids that are having difficulty using the hook will find this to be much easier. Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate how to make one of the most basic designs, the fishtail, right here. And starting with my first band, which is red, I'm going to grab one band and place it on 2 pegs across from each other. And first thing I'm going to do is place this on top of one peg, just like that. Go in with my finger, pull on it, and put it on this peg as well. But I'm going to turn the finger loom so that it creates a cross and place it over the other side. So as you can see, there is a cross in the center. And then I'm going to push down. Next, I'm going to grab my next band, which is pink. And I'm going to place it on these 2 pegs, but I'm not going to make a cross. I'm just going to place it on top, then pull it over to this peg normally. Okay? And for first time loomers, the thing you have to understand about a fishtail is that you have to make sure the order is intact, meaning that it cannot overlap improperly like this. Okay, so since the top band's on the top, the bottom's on the bottom, I'm good. I'm gonna push down a little bit, make space for my next band. I'm gonna grab my third band and place it on those same 2 pegs so that there are 3 bands on these 2 pegs. Okay? So now that there's 3 bands on each peg, I'm going to use my fingers and I'm going to grab that bottom band, this red one, and bring it up and over to the center of the loom. Okay? On the other side as well, grab that bottom band, bring it up and over, and let it go on the center of that loom. And now you can push down in the center so that you can make space for your next band. So at this point, grab your next band and again place it on top of those same 2 pegs, and we're going to do the same exact thing we did before. We're going to use our fingers and grab that bottom band just like that, and bring it up and over to the center of the loom. On the other side as well, grab that bottom band, bring it up and over to the center of the loom. Alright, now we're going to push down and grab our next band, which is yellow. Place it over those 2 pegs, and then grab the bottom band once again, bring it up and over to the center. Grab that bottom band and bring it up and over to the center. Okay? You want to make sure that you always have at least 2 bands on each of the pegs. If you notice that it's less, that means you probably made an error. And you're basically repeating this sequence over and over until this bracelet looks like it's long enough to fit around your wrist. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue this maybe 5 more times, and then we're gonna fade towards the end when the bracelet looks like it's long enough. Okay, so when you think your bracelet has grown enough to fit around your wrists, you have to clip the ends. Now when I say clip, I don't mean clip it like clipping your nails. I mean securing it with a C-clip so that the bracelet does not fall apart. Alright, so as you can see, this bracelet has grown significantly, and it'll definitely fit around my wrist. So at this point, I'm not going to apply any more rubber bands on. I'm just going to still grab that bottom band on these 2 pegs and bring it up and over. Bring it up and over and let it go. And now I'm going to pull this bracelet down and hold on to it just like this, and I'm gonna grab one end of that last rubber band and bring it up and over to the other side so that both ends of this same exact rubber band are on this peg. Okay, and now I'm gonna grab this C-clip and I'm gonna hook both of these ends just like this. Okay, this is probably the trickiest part of it all. And once you grab both of these ends, just pull it off. And as you can see, this one rubber band is responsible for holding on to all of these bands, keeping this bracelet intact. Right? Now you want to go into your bracelet and clip the other end. So this C-clip, you want to make sure this bracelet is not twisted, or if you like it twisted, you can, but I'm just gonna make it classic and follow it and clip this end. So these 2 reds right here on this first band is what I want to clip. Just put it in like this and give it a little tug. Alright, and that is a completed fishtail on the finger loom. The finger loom also comes with this clip scene right here, and let's say you're halfway done with the bracelet and you have to stop for whatever reason. You can take this end where you see this little groove and use it like a C-clip to clip on this end of the bracelet, just like that. And now you can take this clip and you can attach it onto something like a backpack. So as you can see right here, this metal part, I'm just clipping on just like that. Or if you want to put it on, let's say this part, you can do so too. So it's a pretty cool accessory. I mean, it's not limited to just bracelets. You can also take this off and hook on something like a happy asparagus by feeling spiffy, and clip it on just like this. Probably gonna need help with the hook, but just like that. Now you have yourself a charm clip. Alright? So that is my review for the finger loom plus the clip accessory. And this is Rob from Justin's Toys. Happy looming!